So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sir Dennis, and good morning, classmates. For today, I will be presenting my research proposal entitled The Impact of Rewards on Job Performance with the Mediating Role of Motivation on Selected Retail Companies. Before we start, let me introduce to you myself. I am Edsen Dave G, Mundo, and this is one of our requirements for Research Seminar 1. And I'm currently working in a fashion retail enterprise or industry as an HR specialist, particularly in compensation and benefits. So one of my motivations is to study and explore rewards management and the rewards system, and to also know or study the applicable and proper rewards to affect job performance. And of course, with the intervening factor of role of motivation. So for the overview, we have the introduction, objectives, problem statement, review of related literature, hypothesis, methodology, significance of the study, and references. For introduction, the process of globalization has significant effects on countries, organizations, and individuals, which encompasses competitions and change. Reward systems, for instance, are becoming globally competitive. Organizations are looking for better ways of motivating employees to perform at their best. One of the strategies is the use of an applicable reward system. Reward system that not only determine the attraction and retention of top performing employees, but continuously motivate and can positively impact the performance of employees, leading them toward achievement and success. According to Guhari in 2013, a reward system is the implementation and increasing policies, strategies, and systems that help organizations to realize the goals by keeping the employees' needs and developing their commitment and motivation. This includes financial rewards and non-financial rewards, which are also called intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. Financial rewards or extrinsic rewards are salary increase, bonus system, prerequisite, and etc. And on the other hand, there are non-financial rewards or extrinsic, which are promotion, um, title, authority, responsibility, education, appreciation, praise, plaque, and certificate, participation in decision, vacation time, the comfort of the working place, social activities, feedback, flexibility in working hours, and social rights. Rewards can be an effective motivator not only if the individual perceives them as a direct reward for the performance. An efficient reward system should be flexible and contain both monetary and non-monetary rewards to meet the expectations of all employees. Without rewards and motivation, a company will have a negative consequences such as high turnover, low quality performance, and long-term failure. So moving forward, we have the objectives. The objective of this study is to determine the relationship between reward and employee performance in selected retail companies. It also focuses on the role of motivation as an intervening factor. So these are the objectives of this study. The first one is to determine the relationship between rewards and employee performance, to identify the impact of rewards on employee performance, to identify the most important and applicable rewards that motivate employees, and lastly, to offer recommendations to make the reward system more effective. For the problem of statement, we have number one, what are the reward systems of the respondents based on the following categories: intrinsic rewards and extrinsic rewards. The second one, what is the importance of employee performance and how can it be measured? And number three, what can be the connection of rewards to employee motivation? Fourth, is there a significant relationship between reward systems or factors to the following: employee performance and motivation? Based on the findings, what is the most important rewards that could be recommended? For the review of related literature, we have the rewards and employee performance relationship. Rewards refer to all forms of financial returns and tangible services and benefits an employee receives as a part of an employment relationship. Rewards are divided into two groups. These are extrinsic rewards, which is financial, and intrinsic rewards, which is non-financial. Extrinsic rewards are usually financial or tangible rewards, which include pay, promotion, interpersonal rewards, bonuses, and benefits. The importance of money as a motivator to enhance employee performance is crucial by which employees can provide the needs satisfy things they desire. According to Emilianova in 2019, an effective reward system should be flexible and contain both monetary and non-monetary rewards to meet the expectations of all employees. Intrinsic rewards is the psychological reward that is experienced directly by an employee, including recognition, empowerment, and delegation. In accordance with GAN in 2017, a reward system should be created based on the employee's needs and preferences. In addition, in a study conducted by Khan and Munir in 2017, both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards are significantly related to increased job performance. Additionally, when an employee receives a reward, this is a valid way of motivation that results in satisfaction for the employees, which positively impacts the employee performance. So next one, we have the motivation and employee performance relationship. The motivation of employees is the most influential factor in employee performance. The performance of employees can be maximized by creating a perception that their hard work and effort are valuable for the company to recognize the reward high performance. In line with this, among all the many factors, motivation is the most important. It affects employees' behavior and performance to achieve definite goals. Thus, highly motivated workers provide a high quality of work, increased productivity that results in high-level performance. Fair appraisal of employees at all levels are also important. It is necessary that the workforce perceive the system to be just, fair, and able to meet their intrinsic and extrinsic needs. Giving rewards in an unfair manner results in negative consequences. Motivation is also seen as a fundamental element that constitutes the employee's commitment to outstanding performance. Moreover, the implementation of suitable motivating mechanisms is important effects on high-quality employee performance, which leads to the achievement of the organization's strategic objectives. Lastly, we have the rewards and motivation relationship. Hertzberg proposed that employees are influenced or driven to work by two factors, which is motivators and hygiene. Hygiene factors ensure that employees do not become dissatisfied but does not lead to high motivation. Motivators cannot achieve their goals since the employees will be dissatisfied. Hygiene factors also involve the process of providing rewards or threats of punishment to cause someone to do something. So one of the example of hygiene factor is salary. This is one of the hygiene factor does not lead to high levels of motivation. So although money is very crucial in terms of motivating employees, this has a short-term effect when it comes to motivation and does not lead to high levels of motivation. On the other hand, motivator factors are needed to drive an employee into higher performance because this gives meaning to their work. This includes recognition, advancement, and growth. Intrinsic rewards are equally important as extrinsic rewards in enhancing employee motivation. The impact of non-financial rewards is instrumental in improving employee morale. Employees expect recognition and encouragement for their services because nobody likes to be unappreciated for the efforts they made. In the study based on Hertzberg's two-factor theory on motivation, the findings showed that intrinsic or non-financial job factors or motivators were more valued at the higher professional levels, wherein extrinsic or financial job factors were valued more at lower professional levels. Furthermore, the study conducted that there is a direct and positive link exists between rewards and motivation, and in this regard, when there is a change in the rewards, the work motivation of employees changes. Additionally, when an employer receives a reward, it is a valid way of motivation since the reward causes satisfaction for the employees and it directly affects employee performance. So with regards with this, for the limitations and gaps of the review of related literature, again, rewards doesn't have fits all mechanism. So it depends on the employee's needs, depends on employees' preferences, it depends on the budget of the company or the organization. So there's a lot of factors that affects job performance. But rewards is one of the change or we can enhance in order for us to achieve good employee performance, no, for the overall um, benefits of the organization. So with regards with the limitation, there's a few research with regards to rewards and employee performance in retail sector or in the retail industry. So and also with regards to local studies here in the Philippines, rather. So with my study, I hope that I can contribute with our local studies here in the Philippines. Next one, we have hypothesis. So for the hypothesis number one, rewards have a significant effect on employee performance. Hypothesis number two, motivation has a significant effect on employee performance. And lastly, rewards have a significant effect on employee motivation. For methodology, research design, the main aim of the study is to investigate the effects of rewards and job performance with the mediating goal of motivation. Hence, the study is categorized as a correlation study using the Pearson product moment correlation. And for the measuring instruments, the researcher will use standardized and structured instruments with permission from the authors. For the population and sample, the population of the study will consist of employees from selected retail companies in Metro Manila and will use the stratified convenience sampling, which the overall population has a chance of being selected as a sample. The reason for selecting this sector or industry is that employee performance in retail industry is directly associated with rewards. And for significance of the study, the importance of this study is to know how the rewards greatly affect the employee performance with the role of motivation of an employee inside the organization, and what can be its effect to human resources management strategy of the company. This research will be useful to, number one, management, will help them to know how to satisfy employees by motivating them through an appropriate reward system, improving employee performance, and designing good strategic management. Number two, for the employees, the study will give them knowledge how can rewards greatly affects motivation and work performance. Number three, HR practitioners, this study can be their guide when designing a total reward system for their employees to motivate them and have a great work performance. And lastly, for future researchers, this study can help them if they wish to focus on this topic and elaborate further for their research purposes, especially for retail industry or sector. And also to contribute to our local studies here in the Philippines with regards to the intervening factor of motivation and rewards in job performance of employees. And that's it for my research proposal. Thank you everyone for listening. And here are some of my references that I used in the presentation. Thank you everyone.